What's good, everybody? It's your boy LOZZ FADEZ. I'm back with another banger. You know what it do. But this time, we ain't shooting a skit. We're doing another podcast for y'all. We got a true Oklahoma City legend. He's young, but he's a legend in the making, putting in work just like everybody else. He has 108K followers on Instagram, 365 followers on TikTok, 8 million likes on TikTok. Let me introduce to everyone the most underrated artist in Oklahoma City, putting in work since he was 6, singing, dancing, and fighting his way to stardom, working his butt off for his parents. He did songs for legends. You talk about legendary boxers like Mikey Garcia, and we all know this legend that I'm going to say next, Mr. Capone. He did him his own personal corrido. You know, with that being said, let me introduce to everyone to El Principe himself, Luis Omar Morales Cabrales, or everybody also knows him as Omar MC.
Omar Morales aquí con el compa LOZZ FADEZ, agarrando un corte y chopping it up al 100.
Shit, how old did you say you was, bro?
I'm 29 years old, man.
20? 29?
29.
Damn, for real?
About to hit these 30, man.
Man, I mean, bro, I'm fucking 30 right now.
Yeah, 1993, so...
When did you turn 29?
I turned Mother's Day, man.
Nah,
El Día de las Madres en México, yeah.
Oh,
so... Yeah, in Mexico. El día 10 de mayo, el Día de las Madres.
Oh, shit, my birthday is May 12th, bro.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't that something?
That shit's crazy, bro.
Yes, for sure. So I was, you could say I was my mom's gift.
Yeah, that's for real. And where did you say you was born, bro?
Yo nací en Durango, bro.
In Durango?
Yeah, I was born in Durango, en un ranchito.
See, you lived there for a long time when you were born, or you were born and then just came over here?
As soon as, my mom was only, she was 16, bro, when she had me. She was a young girl. And my dad was 18 and 19. My mom was 16 and 17. You know, the period.
Yeah, I feel you. It's 9 months.
Yeah, it's 9 months. And my dad came to the USA. And as soon as I turned 10 months, my mom, you know, she came over here too.
Oh, so you came
with my mom
straight to Oklahoma City, like when you was 10 months? Or?
Yeah, when I was 10 months. We went to Texas for like a year and a half or two, but I was a little kid, man. I don't remember.
What part of Texas?
I was in Garland, Texas, bro.
Garland.
Yeah, in Dallas.
Hell yeah, bro. And you well, you said you wasn't there for that long, so.
I wasn't there for that long. I think I went there for first grade, in kindergarten and first grade.
You don't remember?
I don't really remember that much, but I do remember I had a teacher named Mr. Guerrero.
Where else did you do?
Luna Elementary School, and then after that we came to Oklahoma City. Stayed right there off of Walker and 29th. And then from there, I moved into the hood right here on 29th, by 29th and Shields.
Then Southeast side, right?
Yeah, on the southeast.
And a lot of people that don't know, we're talking about the southwest.
Southeast, 29th and Shields.
Yeah,
we was you know, and I stayed there. I stayed in the hood, and ya no me salí, carnal, hasta que, you know, I went to Mexico the first time when I was around 15 years old, and we went.
You went to Durango or what?
Yeah, I went to Durango. You could say like for the first time since I was 10 months old. But I remember we only went for a little bit, carnal, like maybe 2 weeks. We came straight back. But
fucking with it, did you miss it or what?
Man, I loved it, man. You know, as a kid going to Mexico and just the vibes and the energy, a whole different culture from here to over there. It was a crazy experience as a 15-year-old, man. I loved it. I loved going to Mexico. And then after that, never went back till when I was 18.
Where'd you do your elementary school at?
I went to Lee Elementary, bro. I don't know if you heard, right there off of
okay.
you remember Lee Elementary?
29th and Walker.
29th and Walker.
29th and Walker. I know exactly. I know what you're talking about.
I went to Lee, bro. I went to Lee till I went to and then I went to Capitol
Hill. Middle school.
No, I went to Capitol Hill Elementary.
Oh, okay. So you did elementary. How long did you go in Lee?
I went first, second, third, and then in Capitol Hill Elementary, I went fourth, fifth, and because they had sixth grade, I remember, and I went to sixth grade there.
In Capitol Hill?
Yeah, it was still elementary school, and then I went to Webster Middle School.
Oh, Webster.
Yeah.
And you did what? All your middle school right there at Webster? Where'd you go to high school?
7th and 8th. I went to Santa Fe South High School, carnal.
Oh, so you did.
Shout out to Santa Fe South High School.
The Saints, right?
Saints. I don't know what's popping with them right now, but you know.
Shit, man. My nephew goes there.
Yeah, I've seen a couple kids with, you know, I know the schools around, so.
That's what's up. Giving a shout out
to everybody from Santa Fe South High School.
And he did go to college to be a barber. Where'd you go to college to be a barber, bro?
Eso ya lo empecé a hacer ya grande, carnal, porque no tuve la oportunidad, no, más bien no tenía esos pensamientos when I was young, you know. So the third time I went to Mexico, you could say it was involuntary. I had to go to Mexico, and the deal was I had to go over there for 2 years, bro. But it ended up being 4 years. So I did a little bit of myself. I went to barber college, graduated, and I did a little bit of MMA for 2 years. I was gonna catch my first professional fight, but coronavirus hit.
Oh shit.
And then after coronavirus hit, my paperwork from everything I had going on came in, and then I could come back. So I kind of left MMA to the side and picked up the music, you know, again. Never really dropped it, but I did lay off for a little bit.
Hell yeah, man.
You could say 4 years. I came back.
You can never leave your passion.
No, there's no way I could leave music, bro. A lot of people think that some of us don't do it for like the fame, man. Like that's gonna sound cliche, I know, but I'm not gonna lie. I started doing it for the fame and for the money and for the recognition. It started off like that, but then I found out after I tried quitting that it was keeping me, you know, in a certain way alive, you know. So I said, fuck that, you know. I started doing it as my therapy, you know. So
singing.
Yeah, singing.
Your therapy.
It's my therapy, and one thing led to another. And here we are, you know, still pushing.
So singing is your true passion. Like, you don't rap or none of that, just sing?
I do a little bit of rapping too, bro. You know, like everybody from the Southeast.
So you be fucking around with this.
Yeah, you know, I do shit like everybody. You know, you drop a beat, shit, I'll freestyle a little bit. Yeah, I like to rap, man.
Would you do a collab with the rapper?
Of course, man.
In the city, yeah?
Yes.
That's what's up.
Of course.
That's what's up, my guy.
I'm trying to, I think we're dropping my first rap song in about a month.
Oh, so you're dropping a rap song?
Yeah, bro, it's already, everything's set up.
Okay.
Yeah, so es un rap en español, pero pues ahorita tú sabes lo que...
That's what's going right now, bro.
Yeah, pero yo ya lo estaba haciendo desde antes, ¿me entiendes? Igual que los corridos estos que se andan usando ahorita, yo desde que antes de que se usaron los corridos aquí en Oklahoma, hace que unos 10 años atrás, aquí 12 años atrás, aquí nadie hablaba español. Toda la gente escuchaba SPM, Snoop Dogg,
Yeah, I
Los
sure
morenitos traban Jordan. Ahorita me da gusto que los chavitos de estas generaciones ya empiezan a hablar español y
Usar
pasan con
botas.
sus troquitas y usan botas y sombrero. It was hard for me, man, because I actually got people laughed at me. People laughed at my tattoo. I got Chalino Sanchez tatuado. People goof me for that, and I would bump to Monarca de Sinaloa, Chalino Sanchez, LOZZ de la Sierra, and people, my people didn't know about that. Now they love it, you know. But my hoodlums didn't really know about that, carnal, and it was harder, you know. Now everything's easier for me because I've been in the game, and it's kind of like I came back from Mexico, and it kind of just everything that I had going on, it just kept going because corridos were again in trend and in style again. So, you know, I started collabing with these big names, you know.
Ese el Chalino Sanchez tattoo. That's who inspired you to be an artist.
Yeah, that's Chalino
Without
Sanchez.
even having to ask you that question. That's who
Yes,
inspired
sir,
you.
man. Him, and abajito de él está el LOZZ de la Sierra, man.
And why would you say he inspired you? Like,
He was just
to just want to be an artist. Because if you're rapping and singing, I mean, you know, you're not just a singer.
I
you're
remember,
an
bro.
artist.
I remember that I used to go to middle school and everybody used to listen to rap. So I felt like I didn't have a really option, bro. Everybody was doing beats with their pencils. Everybody was listening to SPN, Snoop Dogg, you know. Everybody was listening to what I can name you all these types of songs that everybody was singing, and then I kind of just, I'm not saying I don't like it, but I didn't really have an option. But then I would go home and listen to my dad bump to these fire ass corridos, dog, and I would be like, man, I wish my friends were into corridos, but it took a while, man. It took
como unas
a
cuantas
decade.
porriadas.
A decade it took for people to start fucking with corridos, man, deep.
And it's crazy. And then, like, not to talk down on the corridos, because I like a lot of them that are right now, but like, no son corridos como Beto Quintanilla.
No, Beto Quintanilla, el Monarca de Sinaloa, man. Ahorita, pues, cambiaron mucho, and I love also this music. I'm not gonna say I don't fuck with it, because I really do. But if you're ever with me and you kick it with me, or you're driving with me, my shit's a whole different, you know. My shit's different. My playlist is Hijos de Barrón, you know, El Monarca de Sinaloa, Los Chacales, Polorías, Los Rieleros.
No, I love the Rieleros, man. They go hard to me.
Right now I can't off the top, but you know, you can see where I'm going. That's what I fuck with.
Yeah,
but then, you know, sale Peso Pluma and all these, you know, Peso Pluma, I could say Junior H. I love those two, you know, from the new eras. I never say no to none of their Peso Pluma, you know.
You don't fuck with JLP like that or what?
I fuck with everybody, bro. All of them, but, you know, I pick and choose who I put in my playlist. There's so many of them, carnal.
So when you're creating your own music, who inspires you? Like, who do you go and listen to be like, hey, I gotta get some creativity from this vato?
Man, you put me on a good one, but it has to be Chalino Sanchez, carnal. And it has to be Miguel y Miguel. En ese entonces, los Salteños de la Sierra, no sé si los has escuchado. Los Cuates de Sinaloa, man. But los que sí me alteran y que me ponen las pilas para ir al gym y para darle para adelante es Chalino Sanchez, man.
Chalino Sanchez. So you said Oklahoma is where you call home.
Oklahoma is where I feel at home, man.
That's where you grew up and everything.
Yeah, this is where all my memories are. But even though it's hard for me to say, I don't really live here no more. But this is where I'm at, man. This is my house. This is always gonna be my house.
Oklahoma's always home.
Oklahoma, man, and it's growing so fast. And
do you be watching sports?
Yeah.
So you into you be football? What kind of sports?
I really don't follow football, but I like football, man. Like como todo americano, you know, I grew up here in the States, so I fuck with football and basketball. But my main sport is boxing and MMA, carnal. Those two sports are my safe places.
Because you are a boxer, MMA fighter, a barber, and a singer.
Yes, officially.
Which one do you love the most? Which one out of all of those? Because you're a young entrepreneur apart from everything too.
Yeah, I got my, we run, me and, you know, I do my.
Which one do you love the most to do?
I'm just gonna be straight up. I love doing music, and man.
That's the profession that you love the most.
I think music is what I love doing.
Music.
Music.
Speaking about music, right now, who are your top 5 regional artists right now popping? Who you think out of the Peso Plumas and the ones you named earlier, Junior H?
Okay.
Who do you think is top 5 from 1 to 5? Who's number 1? Or you can start from 5 to 1.
I think Peso Pluma. From now, I think Peso Pluma is number 1, and
So your 1 is Peso Pluma, right?
I think he's there, and it's hard to say that, bro, but it's the truth, you know. And I think after that, you could say it's Junior H.
So Junior H is number 2.
Number 2, and I could say also Nathanael Cano, number 3. Number 4, man, I gotta go with Fuerza Regida.
Fuerza Regida right there on number 4.
And from there, do you mess around with Los Farmers? Have you heard Los Farmers?
I've heard them. I don't think
yeah, those Farmers. I think for me personally, they're doing their own. They got their own thing going on, and
you'd pick them as 5.
Yeah, I pick them as 5. The reason why, and I'm gonna have a lot of controversy. A lot of people don't know Los Farmers. They, I feel like they mixed up because I'm from Durango, and Durango, Michoacan, they kind of have the same style going on with la acordeón de teclas, and I feel like they mixed in that style with hood, and that's never seen before. I've never seen that before, you know, and I like that, so I put them on my top 5.
All right, so that's your top 5 right now of música regional right now.
My favorite
top 5 artists of any genre. It doesn't have to be just like Mexican artists. It could be Drake, Lil Wayne if they inspired you. Who's your top 5 artists that inspired you? They inspire you. Top 5 artists of all time, any genre.
Chalino Sanchez, Eminem.
Eminem number 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chalino Sanchez, Eminem, no doubt. And I'm very, out of those 2, I could say they're both my idols. My you could say my I used to listen. I know all the Eminem songs. I know all the Chalino songs. So that's basically that's all I gotta say. And then from there, I don't know if you've heard of Hera MX.
Bruh, hard. He's hard, bro.
So man, I'm going under. I'm kind of going away from where I'm supposed to be, but Hera MX is up there, bro. Underrated as fuck. Okay.
As fuck.
And I have to Santa Fe Clan, man, for doing this thing.
He's good. So that's 4. So
that's
you got
4.
Hera at 3. That's what's up, bro. I'm telling you, I fuck with Hera, bro.
Yeah, Hera, man. If you ever see this interview, man, eres un perro, man. Y tú,
to me, he put that guy on in the Botella Tras Botella, the song he made.
He did put that.
He put that guy on.
He did, but people don't.
He put that guy on. He made that guy
here
famous.
In the U.S. It's not a big, huge name,
but
y'all go click on the shit, man. He got
bars. He can sing everything,
and he's hood, and he ain't. He's about it. He walks the walk, talks the talk,
and not just all that. He's building schools, churches, where he's from.
I feel so connected with that dog, man. He's I respect that fool. Mi respetos, carnal, and he's a Mexicano from Monterrey, Nuevo León.
Yeah.
So I respect them, and I also respect Cartel de Santa, man, but I don't see Cartel de Santa on my top 5. I could say el último que me queda, carnal, en el último sería Juan Gabriel.
Top 5 artists.
Top 5 is Juan Gabriel, man. Juan Gabriel para mí.
Okay.
De los mejores, man, escritores y cantantes.
Okay, man, that's what's up, bro. Because we're talking about inspiration, and you've been inspired to be a lot of things. Young entrepreneur. Who inspired you to be a boxer?
My dad, man. My dad has always been kind of real rough on me since I was a little kid. So he's always been very competitive. So as soon as my dad landed in the U.S., he found out about boxing. He used to do he used to do rooster fighting, and he used to do you know, dice, and he used to be very competitive. That's something back where I'm from. La gente es bien competitiva, man. Corriendo, dados, carreras de caballos, peleas de gallos, lo que sea que tenga que ver que I'm better than you. Durango, everybody from Durango, we're like that. So my dad was very like that. So as soon as he found out about boxing, combat sport, I was 6 years old when the very first time I walked into a gym.
At 6?
At 6, and he never left.
You also told me you were singing and dancing at 6 years old to make money for your parents too.
Yeah, man. Well, it's a thing that I never really realized it to a couple, maybe you could say 2 years ago. I've been a little hustler since I was a little kid, man.
Yeah.
It's been in my blood. My mom tells me, since I've always been a provider since I was a little kid. She would say it was rough when they barely got here from Mexico. The first 10 years they were struggling a lot. She would say there was times when she wouldn't have pues no había dinero ni para lavar, güey, porque tenían que lavar, you know, en las lavanderías con las coras, you know.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Se pagaba, you know, you would have to pay. So she says I was always a social little kid, and she said nunca te pudimos quitar esa costumbre. Dice, todos los señores y los muchachos te querían mucho porque tú eras bien platicador, cantabas te sabías las canciones de los corridos y bailabas, los hacías reír y los hacías pasar el tiempo mientras ellos tomaban. And I'm like, really? And there's like, yeah, you've always been a little entertainer. And I'm like, fuck, man, why you guys didn't tell me this? It was like, well, now that we're into all this stuff that you're doing, and you're actually, you know, doing your thing, we're now realizing that that's who you are. And so she says, ella me cuenta de una historia like heavy. Yeah, they didn't have any money, so she's like, nos pusimos como, pues ahí a discutir yo y tu papá por dinero, y tú nos escuchaste. Dice, estábamos hablando que no había dinero, que no para lavar, y dice, y de repente tú te fuiste, te nos escapaste. Dice, pues no te fuiste para allá para abajo, era un viernes, y pues no sé qué les hiciste un show allá abajo y llegaste como con $16 de puras coras. Dice, boom. She's like, esa es la primera vez que llegaste aquí con dinero. And I'm like, damn. So it's always been like that, you know, since I was a little kid. So now I value it more. Porque antes it was like, nah, I'm not an entrepreneur, you know. I gotta stick to what I do, you know. I'm a worker. But no, man, it's actually it's in the blood, you know.
Not me. Gotta work hard. And you said, man, 6 years old to be working hard trying to make money for your parents who were struggling.
She also, they went out and actually got things done with that money. They got laundry done. So that's what they tell me, you know. I didn't come up with it. So now that I realize it, carnal, this is what I love doing, you know. It's not something I like doing to have money. It's just something that I do. I could say my grandpa's the same way. My dad's dad.
Yeah.
And also, I have a couple uncles that are very entrepreneurs in Mexico. Shout out to my tío Miguel Morales. Tiene una vodka, una gasonería. Tengo tíos que se mueven, y yo digo que pues gracias a esa sangre, man, aquí andamos echándole para adelante. Naturalmente, porque pues en veces ni se trata, simplemente así es, you know.
Man, so with so much inspiration, again, MMA, where'd that just come up? Where did you just want to be an MMA fighter? You want to be a boxer, singer, in MMA, like mixed martial arts? What made you just want to switch it up?
I've always been a very I'm a real nice guy, bro. Everybody that knows me, you know, they know I don't like to disrespect nobody. No me gusta llevarme con nadie, you know. And then when it comes down to fighting and all that, I take it very serious. because it could get down to the point where you hurt somebody or you get hurt, you know. I've always had that in the back of my head, man. Even though I know how to box, I went into MMA because I had a lot of things going on in my head, you know. I had mucho resentimiento, mucho, you could say a lot of anger. I could say I had a lot of things I had to beat up on, and I couldn't just, you know, walk up to somebody on the streets. So I remember this time I was having a real hard. It was so hard, man. I was in Mexico and it was coronavirus, or before that, and I already knew that ya habían pasado los 2 años that, you know, me iba a llegar una carta que I was gonna come back to the States. And no me llegaba, güey, and I was pissed off, man. I was mad because I thought I wasn't gonna ever be able to come back legally to the U.S. You know, I was mad because everything kept going without me. I was mad because my parents couldn't go see me. I was mad. I was pissed off because of all the time I was losing. I was pissed off because, you know, in that time I lost it all, bro. I had to start back from zero. So I remember I walked into a gym.
How old were you?
I was
when all that was happening.
I was 25, bro. 24, 25.
Dang, so young.
24, yeah. I was in Juarez, man. Shout out to everybody from Juarez.
You're 29 now, so you're about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was straight up when cuando antes de que pegara el COVID, yo llegué a México. 1 año lo desperdicié en la borrachera y en la loquera, carnal. 1 año, y luego el segundo año le empecé a buscar. Y yo pensaba que nomás me iba a quedar 2 años. Y fueron 4, güey. So after the second year, I started realizing these motherfuckers ain't gonna give me the green light to come back, you know. So I told my family, you know, I gotta go look for a life, you could say, in a way, out here, because there's no way I'm coming back illegally. I want to come back legally, you know. So I found out that it was hard to get a good barber in Mexico. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to barber school. I've always wanted to do barbering, so I've always cut hair since I was about 12 years old in the hood. Never like you, man, like officially and chingón así, pero siempre le cortaba el pelo a los compas ahí en el barrio, güey. So I said, fuck it, let me get that over with. It was almost 2 years. Got the diploma. I said, what's next, you know? Walked into the MMA gym, and it was life-saving. The best decision I could have ever made. Loved it. I really loved it, man. The
MMA, I've never done that. Or that's crazy.
Man, it helps you in hard times, man. The gym, shout out to Tigre. He the coach there in Juarez. He helped me out a lot with my depression, man, on being in Mexico, not being able to come back.
Because it's real. A lot of people don't know mental health. That's just real.
It was real, man. It was so real. And then COVID hit, and then I was doing hardcore drugs, and it was just, I was going down the drain, man. I needed something. I needed to get beat up on or beat up on somebody, and they showed me discipline. They showed me the way, bro. And after MMA, I kind of chilled out for a little bit, and God blessed me, and I was able to come back, and
with 4 years.
Yeah, that stayed in the past, bro. But I did MMA for 2 years, and I went to computer school, but I really liked it. I went there for 4 months, sistemas y computación, and then I went to barbering college, and
so
I was just looking to not waste my time, bro, and I was just so alone, carnal. Yahweh, I felt so alone because my culture my ways were here, you know. And
yeah, for sure. Growing up here, because we grew up, you said you went to elementary school.
I didn't like kicking it with nobody. I didn't even like dating girls because I didn't feel no connection. It was just hard, man. So shout out to everybody, you know, that has to go back to Mexico some way, and it's not your choice to go, you know. You have to, and shout out to everybody that's in Mexico, you know, making it happen too. It's hard.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that life is real
I've
hard.
seen a lot of people that don't even know how to speak Spanish, carnal, in Mexico. They'd be like, you know, I had to come back to get my legal status right, or I got deported. One of the two.
That's crazy wicked.
It's wicked, carnal, and they're over there working, making $70 a week, $100 a week, 120.
And that's nothing, man. That's crazy.
So, man, shout out to everybody, you know, in Mexico that grew up in the USA.
Man, I know a few people that have to go through that.
This is nobody talks about that, carnal, and it's a heavy subject, and I don't really want to get into it, but there's a lot of pain into it, a lot of suffering. La gente sufre, güey. La gente que no está impuesta a estar en México, carnal. Imagínate empezar una vida desde cero, güey, en México, güey. La gente en México is, man, in Mexico, bro, people are out to get you, bro. So you better,
especially like
you gotta be alert.
They no saben español, so they're speaking just English.
Or they know Spanish, but they don't know good Spanish. You know, it's just hard, carnal.
You can just tell them from out of anybody there.
Corres peligro hasta que they kidnap you because they know your family's in the U.S. En Juárez me decían, una vez me recuerdo que me dijo un taxi driver, me dijo, no más segura, man, I'm never gonna forget. That's when I felt scared, carnal. He was like, just try not to have an accent, because they be kidnapping people here and they'll ask for the ransom over there for the U.S. And the way you dress and the way you talk. I said, fuck, I can't even be myself here. So people don't really talk about that.
That's what they say, while in Rome, do as the Romans do, huh?
Exactly. So I had to kind of camouflage myself, and I had to kind of be Mexican. I got into my culture. I started being more Mexican, talking more Spanish. Por eso agarré acento también en inglés. I ain't tripping. It was for almost 5 years, carnal, in Mexico, you know?
It's impossible.
So yeah, it's been a mission. It's been a huge chapter of my life that I look back into, and it made me who I am now, carnal. To be honest, if it wasn't for that experience, 4 years, 5 years deep,
no family, no nothing.
No nothing, carnal. My mom was even thinking of going back. I said, man, I'm a man already. You can't do that. She was like, well, you know, tus hermanos aquí, ellos sí son de aquí, tú no eres de aquí, vamos para allá, hacemos un negocio. Because I have, you know, my ex, everything. I lost it all, carnal. Like, you know, Mexico is a whole different, it's another story, you know?
It really is, especially.
It's a whole different world, man. So I had to start from zero. It was hard, man. It was hard.
It's like a fight for your life.
No, it literally is, carnal. It literally is. So I went to Durango. I went to Guadalajara. I went to Mazatlan.
How long was you in Guadalajara?
I only went there for 4 months. Yeah.
How was that?
3 months.
Was it cool out there? Or como está, like? Because
no.
Dice que México, diferentes partes son diferente gente.
I went to Guadalajara one time for a week or 2 weeks by myself, and then I went another time in a vacation with a group of friends, and we stayed over there for 2 months. And Guadalajara is a very beautiful state. Shout out to everybody from Guadalajara. Females are very beautiful. Everybody is very kind. Very clean state. Like it. Updated as fuck, bro. Guadalajara's up there. So I went to Guadalajara.
A lot of that has to do with Canelo or what?
No, man. Guadalajara is very nice, bro. People from Guadalajara are very legit.
Yeah, because I heard even Santa Fe, you know, when he was first starting, he had to go Alzada and all that. And Alzada's out of Guadalajara.
Yeah, right? Alzada, man. Los de Alzada. Yeah. Guadalajara's up there with the artists. It's up there with everything that has to do with
even Alemán,
music.
No? Yeah,
music is up there with Guadalajara. So I went up there to record a song with a very good producer. Got lucky, hit me back up, and we went and I recorded a song. A couple songs, banda.
Get back to fighting. Right now, of this generation, who's your favorite fighter? Could be boxing or MMA. A fighter of this generation. Who's your favorite fighter of our generation? Technically, of our era. Who you think is that guy for you? I'm talking about like the Shakur Stevensons, the Devin
everything.
Haney's.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Devin Haney right now, Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia's. You know the ones right now. To you, who's number one? I'm talking about like even Tyson Fury because he's right now. Deontay Wilder.
Tyson Fury.
Andy Ruiz.
Me agüitó Tyson Fury esta semana pasada.
You saw that?
No me gustó.
That Ngannou.
I feel like it was very close.
It could have been a draw.
It could have been, man. It was a very close fight.
Yeah.
So he's out of the book. Man, you got me on the good one, but I feel like from my era, the most.
Because even Terrence
El más chingón para mí, no digo que es el mejor, pero para mí el más chingón Juan Manuel Márquez, you know? Juan Manuel Márquez. Pero de ahí,
I forget you are 29.
Yeah, I am 29. But from there, right now, the best one is, I think...
like right now, still fire.
I think Crawford.
Terrence Crawford?
Yeah.
You think if Terrence Crawford was to come up 168 and fight Canelo?
I think he could give him a fight, man.
But you think Canelo's still going to win?
Tap him, but Canelo's too strong, man. I think he can walk him down with all the weight, but...
Yeah, because
Crawford's up there, man. I love Crawford. I think he's the best right now.
Me being from Texas, I bet against him versus the Earl Spence.
And you
I lost some money, of course.
Yeah,
I lost money.
Hey, but he outcleared him good, man.
Man, he surprised me, bro. I gave him his flowers right after. I was like, man,
he's for me, he's a badass. And then from there, I think I could say there's a couple, you know. I love Bivol, man. I love Bivol. He was underrated. I love Garbonta, man.
So if Bivol and Benavides fight, who winning? If Benavides goes to 175, or if Bivol comes, let's do this. If he comes to 168 and fight Benavides, who wins? Bivol comes down.
I think Bivol takes it, bro.
So if
Benavides ya tuvo una pelea muy cerca esta pasada, man.
You talking about that Caleb Plant fight?
Yeah, bro.
The first couple rounds were kind of like
but
some tricks.
Hey, but I gotta give it. Bivol para mí ahorita he's so simple, but he's so strong, and I think he could beat almost any fighter right now, man.
His movement, huh?
He's just so precise, man. Mira cómo le hacía Canelo hasta 4 jabs, güey.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, that fight was crazy.
Hasta 4, güey. Eso para mí, man, está chingón, you know.
So. Right now you said Crawford, right?
Yes.
And then you said of all time, Juan Marquez. Right?
No, of all time.
Of all time for you.
Like, I said of this era, Juan Manuel Marquez, you know, because he fought a couple years back.
Yeah.
Not so long, but that ain't his time no more, but of this era. Yeah. But my favorite fighter of all time,
like, man, of all time, who's that guy for you?
Man, you put me on a good one, and I still got to say, and I don't care what nobody says, Julio César Chávez, el mejor de la historia, carnal.
He's a great fighter. Great fucking fighter. All right.
Un perro ese güey.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, he is. But let's go back to music. Out of all your songs, because you have a lot of songs, which one of your songs do you feel will compete with them top 5 you named? Fuerza Régida, Peso Pluma, Junior H.
I feel like
which one of your songs that you can name any one of your songs. Which one do you feel right now that could hit them charts and fuck with them?
Man, to be honest, I don't think I could compete with any of them right now, and in that way of competition, because they're, you know, but
humble.
But they're very. I could say my music. Every time I make my music, man, I feel like I don't take nothing from no one. It's original, and I feel like there's no even if you try to even if I was to try to copy someone, I couldn't. So I feel original, bro, but and never the same as them. But one thing I tell you is if I didn't think my music was capable of ever being up there, I wouldn't even, you know, be making music.
So that was a good humble answer. That was humble as hell, because you do go hard. All right, have you ever done a collaboration with any artist in Oklahoma, a rapper, singer?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who was it?
I got a couple ones, man. I've done collabs with a couple rappers because they you know they go into the videos. Rilla Man is one of them.
Rilla, shout out to Rilla. He's the homie.
He's one. He at the beginning we used to fuck around with each other a lot. So he popped up in one or some of my videos I remember, and Youngin, everybody. I feel like I fucked around with almost every artist, if not almost every artist.
You did a collaboration with Youngin?
No, I've always, if not, I've not made a song, but you know, I'm either in their video, or we fucking around, or they're in my video.
If you did one with Youngin, shout out to Youngin. I need to see that.
Shout out to Youngin. I'm in one of his
KGE.
You know, I'm in one of his videos. I think he invited me one time. I'm in one of his videos, de los primeros. Shout out to Youngin. Shout out his dad. His dad's always fucking with my music. His dad.
Omar. Shout out to Senior.
Omar Bustos.
Raul Senior. Shout out to Raul Senior. Shout out to Raul Junior.
Yeah, man, they know me since the beginning, man. I respect that familia. Their dad fucks with me, and I don't know what's going on with them a lot right now, but shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. So you name your top 5 artists, and out of those top 5 artists that you name, who do you want to collab with? Like right now, if any of those was on your list and they was like, man, I want to do a collab with Omar, and you had to choose.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm this close to collabing with the LOZZ de la Sierra. I don't want to speak out a lot about it, but LOZZ de la Sierra is in my top 5 artists that are my idols, and it's been about 2 years since he hits me back up here and there, and one time we were almost about to link up and we couldn't for some reason, but I want to collab with LOZZ de la Sierra, and I feel like I am, man.
So that's the one. So which one of your songs is your favorite, and what does it mean to you? Like, why is it your favorite song of your own? And what song did you make that's your favorite?
I feel like Toque Especial is one of my kind of explains who I am. You know, it's not, you can say it's not my favorite, but it kind of fits me. The lyrics are very you know, speaking facts about who I am. I also like El Antisocial. It's also speaking facts a lot about the way I am. It's not about me, that song, but El Antisocial, go click on Spotify. You know, it's talks a lot about traición. You know, so
on Spotify, where they can go look this up at?
Anywhere. El Antisocial, Omar Morales.
Omar Morales.
El Príncipe del Corrido.
El Antisocial.
Yeah. El Antisocial, you know. Go push play on Toque Especial también.
All right, and you know, I know, and if they don't know, that you was on Tengo Talento, Mucho Talento.
Yeah.
What year was that? How old were you?
I think I was like 19, or 18. I don't remember.
Yeah,
man.
so like, ¿cómo pasó? Like,
my dad, man, hit me up, told me to go, because I've always been writing corridos, never really sung like that, but
you auditioned,
and I made it, and I got like 4th or 5th place. I made it to the finals, never got disqualified.
That's for
some fucking reason. Then after that, it really died off. Tengo Talento really didn't put me on. A lot of people be like, they put him on the spot. It really didn't do nothing to me. All they care about is their rates. But after that, you know, I started doing my own thing, you know, kept pushing.
And what year was that?
I think it was like 2013, 2014. Yeah, 2014.
Man, so it was about 9 years ago? 8-9 years?
Yeah. Or maybe a little bit. I can't say exactly, maybe 2015, 2014, but I've been in this game for about 7 years, man.
Man,
you know,
how did
nobody
that feel,
tell me nothing?
Like going on there? Tengo Talento.
Man, you gotta have some balls, man.
Like, was it real nerve-wracking?
Especially when you ain't never been on a scenario and you ain't never really held a microphone.
Oh, so that was like you were barely starting doing that.
Yeah. It was, I've never really done it, bro. After that, that's when I started doing it. I always used to rap, that's it. I started off rapping. corridos was never a thing. Nomás los escuchaba, you know, and I would write corridos, but never thought about making it, you know, my little side job.
So which one of, you have a lot of songs, what are your top 5 songs of your own?
Man, ya go press play on El Viernesito, El Antisocial, El Vato Tatuado, Toque Especial, and Presentimiento.
Presentimiento are your top 5. But El Toque Especial is special for you. Why is it special for you? Is it because techno and corrido haven't been collab before and y'all was the first?
I think techno and corrido have never even been on the same track before, so I feel like I'm the first one to ever do a techno corrido, you know? I'm not saying we made history, but I feel like we did something new.
That hasn't been done before ever?
Never.
I don't think I've ever heard that until I heard that song.
Yeah, it's kind of like a techno rap.
So it's a special
corrido.
It's a special song for you.
It's special, and then I also wrote it. I think it's one of my first songs that I wrote thinking about me, you know. El corrido de Mikey García es un corrido que yo le compuse nomás de cortesía, y el más poderoso es un cover que grabé con la banda Tierra Blanca en Sinaloa.
So Soy el Poderoso de Todo, that's not Mikey García?
No, that's a cover.
Okay.
La de Mikey García es un corrido también que es banda. That's why you probably got them switched.
Yeah.
Because they're both banda and they're both sound almost the same.
Ah, okay. Being a young entrepreneur, because 29, I mean, it's still young. How does it feel to open up a business for your father?
Man, it's I feels like I'm breaking generations, you know. I'm breaking curses. I feel like we're doing things right. We're legit now, and I feel like better days are coming.
Because it was a struggle for real. Because man, your story is crazy.
Yeah, it's been a struggle, bro. Not being able to, you know, start your own business and not having to try harder than everybody just because you can, you know, have nothing under your name. It was just hard, man. And since the age of 17, I've never really had a boss. I've always been doing my thing, you know. So now, back then I didn't value myself and I didn't respect that, but now I do. And I can see why people would comment what they would comment about me, and now I value myself, you know. I feel like it just keeps getting better throughout the years. I learn, you know, and I can't wait, you know, like I like to say, to get out the hood.
Man, on me.
Even though we're living in Dallas now and a little bit better, but
yeah, which a lot of people don't know. You're here for 3 days for business, so you know we had the pleasure to get him in here in that little bit of amount of time. Because a lot of people also don't know, and if they do know, that collab, or no, was it the corrido that you made for Mr. Capone?
Yeah.
How does that feel? Because he's a legend here in Oklahoma.
I think here in Texas, in Cali, man.
A lot of people love him here in Oklahoma. So, you being from Oklahoma, do you feel like people have gave you your flowers? Like, you just made a song for Mr. Capone, and he's in the freaking video. How does that feel? Like, how does that feel that that's big? As you said, he's big in Cali, big in Texas. You from Oklahoma, and you know he's big here too.
He is. I grew up listening to him, carnal. He's him, SPM, Mr. Criminal, you know, MB Riders. ¿Para qué te digo, carnal? Si tú ya te la sabes. Of course, I look up to that guy. You know, he's a complete artist. A lot of people gonna talk shit. You know, they're gonna say he's a, you know, whatever. He's old school or whatever they gotta say. But me,
people didn't make him a corrido.
Exactly.
At the same time, you know. Everybody
to me, I respect that fool. Shout out to Mr. Capone. Just like other artists that I've done. I respect you. I'll write you a song. You know, I'll make it. I'll upload it. And he hit me up. He said, "Man, I fuck with that corrido, man. It's actually one of the best corridos." He had said ya le habían hecho uno o dos, no sé. pero dijo que ese era el mejor corrido que le habían escrito y que tenía un flow muy diferente y único. Y que lo grabáramos, me dijo, vamos a grabarlo, dijo. Y nos pusimos las pilas y we planned it out, linked it up. He brought some lowriders and you know, I brought out some models and shout out to all the models.
If y'all haven't seen the video, go and watch it. What is it called?
El corrido Mr. Capone.
Yeah.
El corrido Mr. Capone.
I seen the video.
It's everywhere right now. It's decent. You know, I feel like people don't really value, you could say they don't really value him, because I don't need people, you know, but that guy's his history, man. He's not even Mexican. He's Pakistani. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude's not even Mexican, carnal. He's an Arab. So I feel like him putting up our culture, I feel like respect to that, you know.
That's much respect. A lot of people didn't know, and you gotta watch this whole podcast to know that. I didn't even know that, bro. Mr. Capone is an Arab.
Yeah, Mr. Capone's he was born in Pakistani. A él se lo trajeron a California a la edad a muy temprana edad. Y él batalló mucho para que lo aceptara la raza, man, porque tú ya sabes cómo somos nosotros, güey.
Pues a huevo.
Y él era un árabe, güey, en el incorrecto lugar, que se le puede decir, pero el compa sobresalió, man. El compa agarró respeto, empezó a rapear. Y mira dónde está ahorita, man. Para mí, que aún sigas comiendo de tu música y sigas viviendo de tu música y tengas lo que tienes a costillas de no rajarte, mis respetos, man. He's one of the I could say one of the few, like Snoop Dogg. I know Mr. Capone, you know, but you could say he's one of the few, like Snoop Dogg, he's still there. Mr. Capone, he's still there. You know? So I respect that.
So
he hit me up.
By listening to the song.
Yeah, because I wrote a song for Pakistani that, you know, that was into the Mexican culture.
So do you feel like if you knew he was Pakistani, would your lyrics would have changed? Or the culture didn't have nothing to do with what you was singing for him?
The fact that I listened to him my middle school years, man, my high school years.
Yeah, cause I mean,
and the fact that he looked Mexican, act Mexican, but he's not.
Yeah.
I feel like make this full corrido, you know.
Shit. Man, he's a legend here. You know, a lot of people, man, they love him. I know because my wife's a big fan.
Just like Mikey Garcia, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they also told me he listens to the corrido I wrote for him. They sent me a video a long time ago, man, cuando recién se la compuse, of him listening to the corrido, you know, and it was cool. Feels good, you know. I don't really expect nothing. These are big names for me, so I respect those names.
And you know, you're truly humble for all that, bro.
Yeah.
Truly humble for all that, for real. With that being said, I thank you, my brother, for coming in here. It was an honor to have you on my podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to see new music, bro. That Mr. Capone Corrido is hard.
You like it, bro?
Man, hell yeah. I can't wait for techno. When it dropped, I was like, hold on. Did the song change?
And then it went back to...
Yeah.
And you was like, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, for real. And I was like, I don't think I've seen that.
I appreciate it, carnal.
Hey, we appreciate you for being on the podcast once again, bro.
All right, then, bro.
Thank you for coming
God bless
through.
you, carnal.
For real.
Y aquí
appreciate you, bro. Out of your time, everybody. 3 days he's only been here. That's all the time we had.
Came straight from work.
Got him right here. I appreciate him.
Saludos.
Go follow him on all platforms.
Omar Morales, el príncipe del corrido, en todas las plataformas. Ahí pónganle play. Instagram, OmarMC405.
And yes, guys, when you go onto his platforms, don't be surprised by the numbers. 100. So I won't get mistaken and pull out my paper. 108K followers on Instagram. Check out his TikTok. Luis Omar Morales. And on TikTok, he has 364.5K followers.
Gracias a Dios.
8.3 million likes.
Gracias a Dios, man.
Truly humble. Truly humble. Go out and check out my guy, bro.
Ahí estamos.
Appreciate you.
Estamos al 100.
And we had the honor to have him right here.
And we out.
Que nos faltará, no los malimpuse, los monté en el buen camino. Principios, modales, educación de la fina. Les pido muchas disculpas, él perdona y se los debo. Mi familia estará bien.